Okay, hello, my name's Milo, and my pronouns are they, them. And yes, I've been teasing it for ages. It's finally time to play some Skunny. Hey, Captain, how's it going? You ready for Skunny? Skunny, if you don't know, is a classic series of DOS games. 7 games in the series, 3 platformers, 2 kind of shooters, 1 kart racing game, and then another platformer. Uh, Most of them were released in 1993, I think. This is the weird thing. It's really hard to find information about these games. Uh, there's websites online that document DOS games that all have different year releases for these games. What order did they come out in? Nobody knows. You go to Copysoft's own website, it's in weird orders. The cheat code section has a different order. There's multi-game release CDs that have them in random orders. But by the time this was releasing, the original developer had kind of gone under. And if they're releasing outside of Europe, then it's by somebody else who I guess doesn't care as much. Here's another compilation CD. This order is totally out of whack. Like, the one thing I know about the order these games come in, this is the most difficult part of planning these streams, figuring out the order. The one thing I know is that Wild West takes place after Save Our Pizzas because the story section in-game says that, this happens directly after this. So the order I've kind of arrived on is playing through the platformers first and then the other spin-offs, and then we're saving Scunny Special Edition for last. Special Edition is a whole different thing. It's not on this list because I guess it's technically by a different developer, but the theory is that it's the same group in Belgium at Copysoft who just went by a different name because the company went defunct. It got bought by an American company, as it says down here. It's a division of American Computer Technologies. This is post buyout because this website doesn't even exist anymore, but this is how it was post 93 or 4 or 5 or whatever. Yeah, it's a big mess. But yeah, so the order I've chosen is to go with Back to the Forest first because it's simpler mechanically than Save Our Pizzas and In the Wild West. It does not have a projectile mechanic like those do. And the kart game has even extra lore because there's this whole development thing where it's a lot to get into, but the theory is that it's a rip-off of somebody else because they sent the source code to Copysoft, and yeah, weird. No, I barely know anything about these games. I hadn't played this as a kid. Yeah, Back to the Forest seems like it should be coming after some of the other ones, right? Because it's Back to the Forest. But this line on the Copysoft website, which again is not the original Copysoft website, but it says, "Meet Scunny, a squirrel with attitude." So, feels like it's the first one. I don't know where he's coming back from if you're treating this as the first one, but his other adventures do get a bit more wacky. Oh yeah, the page for Save Our Pizzas doesn't work for some reason, and I tried altering the URL. Oh, hang on. Maybe this link works. I didn't try this one. Yeah, I didn't go Save Our Pizzas underscores. This might work, actually. But Save Our Pizzas is a time travel game where he goes back to ancient Rome. If it ever loads, because this is all archive. Wayback Machine. Wild West. He's in the American West. And I think there's also a time travel element here. Desert Raid. He's using a biplane to take part in the Iraq War or something. I don't know. Yeah, Save Your Pizzas did load. Great. If you go to the this part, the link is a different format and doesn't work. But good to get one that does work. So yeah, Save Our Pizzas, time travel. Scunny goes to space. They even admit right here that it's based on the Atari Moon Buggy game, which is nice to acknowledge your influences in that way. Gibbon has seen these games occasionally from streamers but never played them. Yes, it's finally Skunny time. Sorry for the long delays. Skunny Kart is a kart racing spin-off with a bunch of characters who are completely original to this game, I believe, but we'll find out. I'm going to play that last out of all these just in case anybody shows up earlier. That's my sort of theory about it. And what's not on any of these pages is Skunny Special Edition, or Super Skunny as I erroneously referred to it. Where even is... I don't have a page for it. But it's a 1995 game that is pretty different from all the other ones. All the other ones basically have the same UI, like made around the same time. As far as I can tell, released within a 12-month time frame. So yes, the special edition, kind of a different thing. Anyway, that's my upfront spiel. Probably took way too long. Let's launch up DOSBox and get it going. Yeah, gaming magazines might give us some information. That's true. But I didn't go through it all. Yeah, so this is a 2005 article, like looking back at Skunny, forgotten gaming icon. Even in 95, Skunny was forgotten from 93. And Skunny had a new game in 95. But anyway, yeah, we're going to go back to DOSBox, which was a bit of a faff setting up. It always is, but I got my head around it again. And here we are. I've got all my files laid out the way I want them. Wacky and Wheels are 2 attempts of me installing Wacky Wheels, which was the game that Skunny Kart was basically ripping off that Apogee ended up publishing. It didn't work, but we'll get to that later. Don't worry about it. So we're seeding into Forest. I've relearned all these commands. Just to ls, what are we looking for? Forest.exe. Let's go. Oh yeah, volume. Okay, it's turned down now. The volume levels are kind of inconsistent in these games, so I do have to keep an eye on that as we continue. Okay, we don't need help me right now. Skunny has asked us to give all his fans an important message. Your nutty friend Skunny. So you're going to have a lot of puns like that, I'm sure. Okay, the music's a bit bloopy, but I think it's okay. I'll turn it up a bit because it seems quiet. So this is another reason why I'm not sure this should come first, because it's introducing a secondary character in Rosie, which all the other games lack. I think even Skunny Kart lacks Rosie, weirdly. But in-game setup, you can... Yeah, it's reverted, but whatever. We'll put Sound Blaster on and see if that gives us better sounds. It's an option here whether to play Skunny or Rosie, which is great. This is the only game where this is an option, so of course we'll pick Rosie. And because I don't want to be here all day, I'm going to play on easy. Thank you. Okay. Cool. So what else? Let's check out informations. Yes, the registered version. I definitely bought this. Yep. These games are well past abandonware at this point. We will sue all violators of our copyrights. Okay, now I'm getting worried. So here's, you can see where Copysoft was based in Brussels. They had an American branch at the time. This is before the whole company was bought out by an American company, I think is how it worked. But yeah, the Rue de Menuisier, made in Brussels in 1993. Reminder, Mr. Nuts, another squirrel game made in France in around the same time. And I do wonder if it's a coincidence. Oh, okay. Does this give a clue about the order? Lost in Space first, then Desert Raid, back to the Forest, Save Our Pizzas. Well, I'm choosing to do the platformers first because that's like the quintessential mascot genre. But Skunny did branch out into other genres too. Yeah, I just don't know what to make of all the different orders that you see. It's crazy. For all I know, they were all released at the same time, you know? Okay. Skunny back to the forest. Meet Skunny, a squirrel with attitude. Skunny's friends have been kidnapped, and with the help of his girlfriend, the supermodel Rosie, he must rescue them from the evil toads. You paid a lot of money for VGA, so we're giving you 256 color graphics, parallax scrolling, fast scrolling, Sonic move over. They literally call out Sonic in the help file. I think that's more the case with Back to the Forest specifically, that it's being like a Sonic clone. The other one's not so much. Etc. etc. Automatic smart save. Okay. Enter any level. Great feature. Scunny. Oh, it's giving us the features of the other games in the series. Okay. But it did put Back to the Forest first. Interesting. Yeah, we'll cover these games when we get to them in the order and play them. Yes, of course, this is peak shareware era. You'd get the first few levels for free or something. Yeah, Edisys is the parent company of Copysoft in Belgium. Okay, so that's fine. Now we can look at the high score table. Why not? Great, there's nothing there. We did game setup instructions. This is important. Jump and move. Got it. I don't know what screen dump PACX file means, but whatever. We're aiming to get that golden acorn, which turns us into a super form. A little bit Sonic style, I guess. And now, the story. King Toad has decreed that all his subjects shall be spared their miserable lives, wrong there, if they take part in his evil plans. King Toad and his wicked ways has decided to round up all loyal friends. I'll cut him some slack because English is not first language, I guess. Loyal friends of his arch enemy, the great special agent and hero, Skunny Hardnut, in order to trap the superhero when he comes to his friend's rescue. Why is jump listed generically but move has to specify the two different characters? Great question. Maybe we will never know. Yeah, Skunny's wearing like this jersey in this game, which is a little unusual, but maybe he has a different costume in each game. That would be fun. In his evil thoughts, King Toad knows with Skunny Hardnut held captive, the world is his to hold to ransom. Our superhero gets to hear of this terror while on his holiday in the Bahamas with his girlfriend and supermodel Rosie, and decides to take the bait and his girlfriend with him. I like how they look identical. That's funny. Why their noses are different color? Anyway. Your mission is to free the little grey squirrels by knocking off King Toad's henchmen sitting on huts. I thought that said nuts. And again, we've got the red squirrel hero and the grey squirrel NPCs. Very Conker in that way, actually. This task can only be achieved when a super health nut is found. Traveling through the kingdom of the Great Forest, you will meet crazed insects who are intent on preventing you finding the super health nuts. Some of the little grey squirrels escaped King Toad's capture and laid out refreshments for your perilous journey. Remember, you can't topple King Toad's henchmen without a super health nut. So again, we've got nuts and insects, so flashbacks to Bugdom. They look the same. The girl's wearing a dress. Mm-hmm. That's true, that's true. A secret third character that can jump but not move. Oh, we can only hope. So every one of these first 6 Skunny games has this same set of screens, just about the general setup of Skunny. The story of Skunny. Skunny is a squirrel who loves children, animals, and sticky nut puddings. When he was little, his father told him many stories of his fantastic adventures in faraway lands. Skunny wanted to be like his father, and his ultimate wish was to star in his own video games. So we've also got that meta-narrative layer, just like Rare's titles, so Conker's also aware that he's in a video game. He knew he must practice running, jumping, and looking for things to eat in strange places. Skunny wrote to several computer game makers, but nobody wanted him. This is very cute. Like, Skunny wanted people to make a game out of him. So he decided to make his own company. Okay, and he employed a programmer who knew an artist. And we've got fun little self-portraits of the devs here. Is a date a type of nut? No, a date is a dried fruit. Totally different thing. So now he had a programmer and an artist. All he needed was a name. They all got together and came up with Copysoft. After several coffee machines and 500 sticky nut puddings, they finally had their first game ready. Wrong there again. The only problem was how to get Skunny into the computer. They scanned him in, but he came out in black and white and his tail came off. Oh, this is so fun. So silly. There was only one way to get Skunny into the computer, and that was to shrink him in the washing machine. Oh no, is this the Rabbids time washing machine? The instigator of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, among others. They washed Skunny for several days, and he became so small he could hide in the microchips. So when you are playing a game on your computer, and it is late at night, and you hear a small squeaky voice, hello, coming from your PC, just think, it may be Skunny. That is so adorable. Gibbon was talking to Chris Alcock earlier. He explained that grey squirrels are native to the Americas and are a virulently invasive species in the UK and vastly endangered the native red squirrel population. So it's not really a coincidence that you've got a red squirrel protag versus grey squirrel enemies set up in multiple franchises. Well, in this they're our friends, but they do outnumber us. And I don't know if they're enemies to conquer. He doesn't really like them that much. Okay. Well, with all that out of the way, we finally got the proper context we need to start the game. No, don't load the demo. We don't need to know. I'll show you what the game's like. They are sometimes enemies in Conquer, depending on the chapter. Oh, that's true. Yeah. They have... oops, I've hit escape by mistake. I'll just have to launch that again. Do. Great. Oh, excuse me. It's a little bit hoarse. No, I think it was... Oh, no. Dink Smallwood. Getting vibes of Scunny Hardnut. So I wonder if it saved my choices. We'll just check game setup. It did. Okay, great. So now I can start. And I'm running this in DOSBox X. I managed to update it, and DOSBox X, of course, has support for save states, which I used a lot when playing Slam Dunk Kong. So by doing this, I've now made a save state. Great, that worked. Perfect. So this is very Jill of the Jungle. That's quite loud. Hold on, let me turn that down. I'll turn it down my own ears as well. Okay. Yeah, it's very blorpy. Yeah, slippery looking movement. This is the Sonic knockoff, basically, of the series. And yeah, fun idle animations too. So, well, I don't know if there's different ones. There's the little star jump one. Maybe that's the only one. Rosie showing off her bloomers accidentally. Or just not caring. So yeah, this whole hub level with entrances to other levels is something that I think of from Jill of the Jungle, but I'm not sure what the timeline is. I think this is after Jill. Oh yeah, Rosie hasn't been given a last name. That is odd. So we can go back to the hub from there. Oh no, a crazed insect. So the music here is using the beeper, the PC speaker, I think, or whatever. And the Sound Blaster support enable these extra sound effects, like the ouch, the vocalization, the bounce sounds and things like this. So it's important. Oh boy. Where is even my health? Does getting hit... Oh, it takes away time. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't bounce up there. I'm already sick of the bouncing noise, but that's fine. Yeah, so we're counting down our time in the level for us to achieve our objective. But the time is filled with food and reduced with enemy contact. It's an interesting system. Hang on a sec. What? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Is that like Piglet? It sounds like... Yeah, it's digitized speech, but I wonder if they just took that from something else, you know? Aha, the super nut. Hallelujah. There is quite a bit of digitized speech. Oh, I didn't see what it said. So now time is ticking down as we retreat through the level, but we can smash through solid objects now that we're super and get points for it. And we need to get back to the toad who is the minion. That's wild. Yeah, very Wario Land 4, retreating back through the same level again, but way overpowered this time. Yeah, I missed what it said. Grab a snack before the main feature resumes. Okay. Got little interstitial cutscenes. Oh my gosh! That poor toad. Gotta feel sorry for them. So here's our grey school friend whose hands don't match. Very strange. Okay. Is this a prequel to Frog Fractions? Great question. Yeah, the teetering animation's great, and then the added voice line just really piles it on. So Gibbon's making a comparison to Wonder Boy, the first Wonder Boy game, which had the time system complete with all the random food, but didn't that have one hit kills you? Or did damage reduce your timer in that as well? It also maxes out at 99 here, so at a certain point... the scream. Oh my gosh. So this time... Hang on, can I go right? I can, but it's just pointing me to the left. Only a slight bit of right. Oh, the momentum is just nuts in this game. What a nasty fail. Try again. Or fall. I should probably drop a save state. I don't know what happens on game over. You know, let's find out. It was a sort of Mario-esque system. You could get power-ups for additional hits. Right, so yeah, not quite like this, but similar. So we've entered the high score screen. That's my name. Wow, they give you a lot of characters. And you start again from the start? Oh, resume. Okay. So we can continue, and any completed levels stay completed. That's nice. I like that. Yeah. You never lose too much progress. That's quite nice. Yeah, that's my full name, and Milo is short for that, yeah. Okay, sorry about the interruption. I have to open up a new dialogue whenever I do a save state. I'm not sure if... I think I was actually using a different DOSBox fork when I played Slam Dunk Kong. It wasn't DOSBox X, I think it was SVN DOM. But I find DOSBox X a little better in other ways. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. I don't know God of Thunder. Is that a platformer as well? Platformers are kind of my favorite thing, so... Tank the damage, it's no problem. Okay, now that I've done that tricky jump, we're saving state up there. So here's the toad we need to come back for. We don't need to go all the way back through the level. Oh yeah, this also has the mechanic where if you're running fast and then run into a wall, you will be stunned for a little bit. I think I missed my ride. Do I have to die? Well, I've got a save state for that. Yes, the Toad can instantly kill you. The minions of King Toad, or maybe this is King Toad himself. He looked pretty much just like that. Wasn't even wearing a crown or anything. It's a puzzle game, okay. There we go. Yeah, the grasshopper management, very important. We talked about in Bugdom 2 how not many games let you play as a grasshopper cricket type thing. But in this one, they're friends at least. Yeah, gotta tank the hits, it's fine. And friendly spiders too, unusual. DKC 3 has some spiders that are... Well, it's hotly debated in the community whether they're enemies or animal buddies. I think they're in the enemy section in the manual. This is Nid, who has a little wooden board on its back. Helps you get to higher places in the tree levels. It all comes back to Donkey Kong, and it will again when we get to Skunny Special Edition, because... Oh, there's 2 toads. Or maybe 4? There's a 4 counter on the screen there. But I'm not sure. This level's much longer than the first one. Well, we've been left plenty of refreshments by the free grey squirrels, I guess. I'm just trying not to go too fast because there could be a pit or anything coming up, you know? Okay, this looks risky. Quick save state. Oh, God of Thunder's on Steam, that's fun. It's nice when DOS games get modern re-releases. Especially if it's a release by the original creator, so they're getting supported for the work they did. I'm not so much a fan of it when it's somebody who's just bought some IP and is just putting it up there, because DOSBox is so accessible that it's easy to get abandonware running like this is. Relatively easy. I did talk about how much of a faff DOSBox can be sometimes. Now that I've refamiliarized myself with setting it up, I'm sure I could do it again if it was soon. I feel like really letting loose in this momentum platform system, so I'm gonna save to give myself some runway, and then well, I was right at the end. You do get a higher jump if you're running at a higher speed. Incredible. Bash the scenery and get those toads, but watch the clock. Cool. So bashing the scenery is part of it, and you get points for it? Does this even track score? You can see that it says 100 when I smash a bit of scenery, but I don't really know what that means. It's also very loud. And the timer ticks down faster when you're in super mode, which is kind of a Sonic mechanic as well. When you're a super Sonic state, it drains your rings kind of thing. Oh, God of Thunder is free on Steam. Okay, well that I support. Ridiculous. You have to remember that the vast majority of people don't know how to use emulation software or have ever heard of it. Yeah, that's a good point. And the official re-releases, whether they're from the original devs or just someone who's bought the IP, will be the only exposure the titles get for 95% of the potential customer base. Yeah, this is true. I forget that I follow old game blogs and stuff, so I get exposed to the existence of things like this. Although I don't know how I found out about this. I was thinking about that. The Hardcore Gaming 101 Discord has a Skunny emote, but the site itself hasn't covered Skunny, the games. It's just sort of in the awareness of the community, I guess. Okay. So, level 3. So yeah, it's true. I should be thinking of the normies. Skunny is infamous in the Kuso Grande community. Oh, okay, I've watched a couple of Kuso Grande things, but I wouldn't say I'm deep in the community, so it's good to know. So yeah, this is the problem with super fast-paced games. Very easy to fail and fall in a pit. Although, getting that speed can feel cool. Yeah, it's really just hard to control. And this obviously is not doing high-speed momentum platforming quite as well as Sonic is, I would say. But at least the screen space is like wider than most Sonic games, I guess. That's a plus. Funny that the second Mr. Nuts game was also kind of a Sonic clone or Sonic chaser. Mr. Nuts Hoppin' Mad had momentum-based platforming and stuff. Okay, this time we'll save state to make the run back a little shorter. Yeah, the bashing into the walls thing is pretty annoying, honestly. That was never a thing in Sonic, was it? Whoa! Like coming to a dead stop with the animation of like, oh no! It was a Bubsy thing for sure. But it could actually kill you in Bubsy. This is more lenient than Bubsy, as many games are. And I say this as a Bubsy lover, but Bubsy is not the most forgiving game in the world. Mr. Nuts Hoppin' Mad is such an odd duck. Yeah, it totally is. Made by a different team, wasn't it? It was going to be something... Kiko the Flying Squirrel or something. And they rebranded it to be a Mr. Nuts game. It was a German team that made it. The same one who did Legend of Kai, was it? That like furry cat game. Oh, you can bounce on those fish crocodile things. And we got another type of insect friend. This one's a little flying beetle. Hoppin' Mad's got a lot of Sonicisms in it, but also a Super Mario World cape flying mechanic. Yeah, Super Mario World cape style flying mechanic. And an explorable overworld with NPCs, puzzles to complete, and an item inventory. Yeah, it was super ambitious. It's too bad the Mega Drive port never came out officially. It was an Amiga exclusive in the end, but yeah, really cool game. I found it really fascinating. I don't know if I went through the whole thing on stream, but are you kidding me? You need to get the momentum up to make that jump. Okay, we're gonna really be relying on the save states this run, I think. We can agree that this has better music than Sonic. Is anybody going to agree with that in the history of humanity? Count how many seconds this loop is, actually. Maybe 10? And it's not good music. Okay, so we'll drop the save state here, we'll get the momentum up. Okay, this was not the part I was thinking of. Yeah, that's the one. Okay, we can do that. It's efficient. You can't say that about Sonic music. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. No. Gotta get the speed and jump later, I guess. Too early. I find most people playing Bubsy. So Gibbon is saying that she finds that most people who are playing Bubsy don't really engage with the gliding mechanic and just try to play it more like Sonic and end up dying from fall deaths. This is true, this is true. You gotta treat the game how it is with the mechanics it has. I definitely agree with that. Whereas if you actually use the mechanics the game provides, I find you actually die... I find you actually die from fall damage very rarely, aside from one level with the water slides. Yeah, that sucks. I think my most deaths come from the projectile woolies. Although you can... Killing a woolly will... They don't respawn when you do, so... it's like you can permanently get them out of your way. But you do have to get to them first, which can be the hard part, because they throw out a lot of eggs, and the eggs instantly kill you. Yeah, Bubsy. Man, am I looking forward to Bubsy 4D though. That's going to be great. Another great installment in the Bubsy series, among the many games in that series that I love. Hi Zed, how's it going? The momentum requirement in this game is reminding Zed of Psycho Fox, which is a Master System game, but with a lot more enemies around. Yeah, okay, interesting. I've read about Psycho Fox and it's been on my sort of to playlist for a long time. I didn't know it had momentum-based platforming, but yeah, I guess not too surprising for a Sega game, right? Sonic was such a big influence at the time. Everybody was trying to copy Sonic's homework. I don't know if Sega developed Psycho Fox, but they definitely published it. Okay. It's time for a new save state. I wonder if Skunny has a different Tita animation voice line compared to Rosie. Worth checking later, I think. I like just... They do have a lot of enemy spam, but I like that you're allowed to just blunder through enemies because if you're running fast, then your time's not going down as much. And if you're picking up food, you're getting restored all the time. So it's not really vital that you're avoiding enemies or defeating them. And it makes the enemy spam much more forgivable compared to some other games. Hello? Are you gonna fly or something? That was kind of rude. The grasshopper's there, but it doesn't actually help you this time. But you can make the jump. Whoa. Why doesn't it fly with you? The grasshopper might just be an indicator of a leap of faith. Okay. I guess I could see that. Whoa! The horizontal boost when you bounce on something is pretty interesting. If Bubsy 1 had a Sonic-style health system where you dropped your yarn upon taking damage, and only die when you take damage with no yarn, it would be just about perfect. I mean, perfect. Well said. And yeah, I totally agree. Like, the one-hit deaths is the most egregious thing about Bubsy 1. And it's the best thing about Bubsy 2 is that they added a 3-hit health system. Too bad everything else about Bubsy 2 sucks. But yeah, if somebody like modded that in, doesn't the Perfect Collection have something, like an invincibility mode cheat or something, I don't know. I didn't end up playing much of it. I was sort of saving a playthrough of it for when Bubsy 40 came out. I do own the Perfect Collection, of course I showed that off a little bit on stream a while back. Perfect Collection does have cheats. Yeah, I remember that being kind of a selling point and looking at it and going, yeah, that's what you need. This is how you should play those games. Okay, Captain's asking if I can do a quick turn and whether I keep momentum. So you can do a quick turn in the air and keep that momentum, but if you turn on the ground, you go into a skidding animation, actually. So the problem is maybe trying to control your momentum with a turn, but doing it too early while you're in the air and ending up... there we go, we finally made it so I can drop a save state here. Yeah, the problem is having a lot of momentum in the air that can rapidly change direction, and that being a bit... it can throw you off, you know. Alright, let's just boost it up. Okay, here we are. The end of the level. Well, not the end, but the turning point. Hope you like that sound effect. So yeah, it doesn't show you your score on the screen, but it does keep track of it as seen in the high score screen. Yeah, not exactly halfway because the run back is so fast when you're super. So Bubsy is kind of similar to that aerial momentum mechanic. When you're using the glide, if you have a lot of running momentum, then you can rapidly change direction in the same way that is just the default here, by using the glide mechanic. So that's kind of interesting that they both kind of arrived at that aerial momentum system. I don't remember when Bubsy 1 came out, but this is 93. Why? Why was that there? Anyway. How many levels does this have? Does the website say? I don't think it... Oh, 10 levels. Okay, 10 levels. That's alright. I don't know how long this was going to take. My aim was to beat the first three, or the three original Skunny platformer games in this stream. Hopefully that's actually achievable, but maybe it's not. Who knows? I'm just happy to be here. Oh god. Ridiculous. Okay, let's make a little bit of progress. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then I'll save here. And now we run for it. No, the screen. When I was testing these games last night, because of like inconsistent volume, that scream echoed loudly throughout the house. It wasn't actually that scream, it was the Skunny Special Edition scream, which is similar. And my cat heard it upstairs and kind of freaked out. She didn't know what the heck was screaming in the house. And she got scared, poor little thing. I had to reassure her it was only a video game, and of course she understands the concept of video games. So then she was very reassured by this, of course. Poor Midna, yeah, she's okay. Although I think at the moment she's also hiding because one of our neighbors has a loud car that, like, the exhaust is really loud. It's one of those awful grunty cars. And for some reason, whenever she hears this car start up and drive past the house, she gets scared, runs under the bed and hides there for a while. And then she just ends up going to sleep, and that's just her life now. But yeah, I have a grudge against this neighbor, although I'm not sure which exact neighbor it is, but nobody needs a loud car. Like, it's one of those cars where the point of it is to be loud, right? They want it to be loud, it's a feature. And that's really annoying. Oh yeah, poor Charlotte with all your floor renovation. She must be in quite a state. Are you like sequestering her into specific rooms while you're working on it? Or something? Because at least that could isolate her a bit from it. Oh! Time is actually an issue more so in this stage, so I was trying to pick up a bit of food to stay on top of it. But running also achieves the same thing, especially if you don't get hit. Easy as that. Skunny 3 and Knuckles, yeah. If only. I don't know how much modding of DOS games is done. I just got a big boost in timer, I noticed. I wonder if it sets it to a specific point when you get the super health acorn, or whether that adds to your timer. I guess I'll have to watch out for that if I can. Oh, there's a fair amount of level to the left of the starting point, apparently. That is pointless to go to until you're in super mode. Yeah, really interesting setup for this, going through the level and then smashing back through it. It's very cathartic. She'll be staying at the mother-in-law's house. Nice, nice. The timer got set to 60. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, the fact that it's the same cutscene every time, I wish it was different, you know. Yeah, clouds are destructible terrain. That makes total sense. Well, I was walking on them, so they were solid enough for that. Okay. Level 5. The halfway point. Ugh. I have to get some momentum to make this jump. Rosie is a supermodel, by the way, remember? That's basically all we know about her. Oh, that's a nice background. That's beautiful. Animated. Unique. Got new foreground tiles too. So why are the bugs working with the toads? Since toads usually eat bugs. They should be on my side. They should be helping me stop King Toad. Yeah, I thought that would be death. They weren't clouds, they were strategically placed fog machines. Okay, I buy it. This is how King Toad got his start in the smoke machine business. Okay. Oh, I love the bounces. Oh, maybe there's 3 factions and they all hate each other. Is this a warp or something? Hold on. Why does it say level 8, level 9, level 7? That's odd. And apparently it wasn't a warp. The bugs aren't working with the frog, but against everyone. I think we have to consult the story section again. Bleh. I'm fed up with being careful. Damn it. And yet my time is running very short. Oh, there's more signs up there. Ah, the bounce into the toad is so rude. They set it up like that on purpose. Okay. More 897. Is this a graphics error or something? Like it's pulling from the wrong sprite bank or something? Okay. Okay. A lot of toads in this level. Oh, come on. Milk gives you a lot. Do squirrels like milk? Well, they're mammals, I guess. Ah, the toads! There's so many! This is the problem with Sonic-style games if they're doing it wrong. Like, speed is a mechanic, but it's not something that feels good to engage with because it's so easy to die and be punished for using the speed. Okay. Ah! Yeah, they're mammals, so I assume the milk in the milk bottles is squirrel milk, being contributed by the grey squirrel friends who are helping us. They're being milked and they're leaving their milk around for us to drink. How nice. Nut milk! Oh, that's genius, Captain. There it is. SOS. Yeah, immediately set the timer to 60 for sure. Super nut milk, I wish. Doesn't have the full effect of a super health nut, that's for sure. But it is a big boost to the timer. Oh, that's great. We're past the shareware level, so they probably stopped testing. Oh, scathing and yet so plausible. Oh, you can't pick up extra food while you're super. So your time is your time. You have what you have and you just gotta go for it. Interesting. Well, actually, that's probably less interesting, but whatever. Okay. So, just in case, I know it does save my progress, but I'm gonna drop a little save state here and then press escape to go back to the main menu. Yeah, does it drop your time to 60 if you have more? Oh, it's treating this like a game over, me quitting to the menu. Okay, so what we're doing is going to story. Okay, King Toad rounded up the squirrels specifically so that Skunny could be trapped when he tries to rescue them. Classic. What does it say about the insects? Traveling through the kingdom of the great forest, you will meet crazed insects who are intent on preventing you finding the super health nuts. Remember, you can't topple King Toad's henchman without a super health nut. So the henchman there is the other toads, surely. But the insects are stopping me from getting the nut. So maybe the nuts belong to the insects and they just don't want me to get them. So it could be that they're unaffiliated. I don't think there's anything explicit here about the insects being on King Toad's side in his faction or whatever. Interesting. All right, while we're here, let's change to Skunny briefly. This is our only chance to play as Rosie. So we're going to take advantage of it as much as we can. But I do want to test out some things about his animations and stuff. So we'll play one level as Skunny. He's in the name of the game after all. But the title screen gives Rosie equal billing as far as the name goes. I don't know if the labeling does that. One of the compilation packs is like the Skunny and Rosie pack, even though she's only playable in one of the games. I I do like the S shirt. It's very Agent S. Oh, and it reverses. So it's not. Skunny has two sprites, left-facing sprites and right-facing sprites. Because if there was only one sprite sheet, it would turn into a Z if you turned around, right? So yeah. All right, let's check the teeter. It's exactly the same. They both have the voice of Piglet, apparently. Okay. Yeah, the 5 on the show would turn into a 2. You don't think it's an S? No, he's just the 5th. He's Agent 5 in his agency. In the line of secret agents or whatever. That was another kind of trend, I guess. The platformer mascot being a secret agent, because James Pond is also in that company. I'm sure there's others. 3 makes it a trend, right? Who else is a like secret agent animal? I don't know. Gex. Gex is a secret agent. At least in the 2nd and 3rd one. There we go, we got there. How could I forget Gex? That's another thing on my long backlog to do on stream. Play through all the Gex games, including the portable ones, of course. And obviously I would be using the PAL voice, the PAL regional versions, which have different voices in 2 and 3. It's, I don't know, some guy in 2, some famous guy. But in 3 it's Danny John Jules from Red Dwarf. I would love to hear Danny John Jules as Gex. I just need to get there one day, you know. There we go. Level 6 was a lot shorter. Go figure. Maybe onto something with the shareware thing. You front load all your good levels is what I'm trying to say. Kathy sent me a photo. She's in a webinar and Midna is on her lap. It's so cute. So Midna has come out from her bed hiding spot because laps were on offer. Ooh. She also sent me a listing for an ocarina from oswins.com. Nice. And it looks like the Zelda ocarina. That's not the only kind of ocarina, you know. But yeah. That shape. There's the ones that have like they're shaped like a heart with the blower part in the middle. Okay. Nope, I don't actually want to resume right now. I want to go back and change my settings. Because we saw Skunny's super form as well, although to be fair, we saw it in one of the help screens. Game setup. Rosie. Should we see what the difficulty does? It probably just sucks more time from you when you get here, right? Surely that's it. Okay, just in the interest of science. Well, I guess if we're going full science, we'll put it to hard and see what happens. Although I'm just guaranteeing at this point that we're not going to finish 3 games today. Still got 3 lives. But yeah, tweaking the way that the timer system works would be an easy way to change the difficulty. So that's probably it. Maybe it spawns more enemies. Let's find out. Level 7. Ooh, Gibbon's got an ocarina from before Ocarina of Time was announced, and it's shaped like an orca. Oh, okay. After Ocarina of Time dropped, that stand consistently only had Zelda-style ocarinas. So when you say shaped like an orca, like an actual cetacean, that's really fun. I love that. Orcarina. Yeah. Don't know if that's where the name comes from. I think the timer is ticking down faster. I don't know if collisions actually take more time. I think just the basic draining of time is happening at a faster rate. Wow, what a cheap way to do difficulty. Okay, I'm changing it back to easy. No! I mashed too fast through this. Hopefully it still saves my progress. I've got a save state. If not... Yeah, the Dark Souls of Skunny. All the first 6 also have that same pre-title screen, by the way, as well. Copysoft Skunny. The branding was very consistent. Okay, game setup, play Rosie, easy. Back, start, resume. Great. It saved our progress. Skunny reboot, but it's a Souls-like. Don't remind me of Squirrel with a gun. We can't support that because the publisher is into dodgy stuff. Unfortunately. Okay. Level 7. Watch that timer. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Those slow seconds. Love that. Crap. Oh, I'm sorry I reminded you of Squirrel with a gun. My bad. You don't believe how many Souls-likes there are with gun mechanics though. I think it's weird. I'm not really into it. Not counting Bloodborne, of course. I mean like a Souls-like that's a first-person shooter. Or a third-person shooter. Where like guns are the main mechanic. There's a lot of those. Huh. I don't get it. Ay. The jumping... It should be obvious, but the jumping doesn't really feel very good ever in this game. Just so you know. Okay. Oh, almost. Ah, cows with guns. Now there's something that we can all get on board with. The cow liberation. Yeah, I was exposed to that song via a CD that was like a compilation of different novelty comedy songs. It was very silly. Okay. Okay. That's progress. Holy. Now, this is Skunny's favorite food, the sticky nut pudding. And it only gives you 2 seconds. I guess it's not very healthy, is it? I do have an ocarina, actually. It's gold. It came with the special edition of Hyrule Warriors on the 3DS, which I imported from Japan because I wanted the book that came with it, but it came with other cool stuff too. The ocarina, there's a Navi plushie, Linkle's Golden Compass, which I'm a big fan of. Linkle's like one of my favorite characters in that game. Oh boy. So I do have an ocarina, but it's very cheap quality and sounds terrible. If you're wondering. I too like things that are not good for me. Indeed, indeed. Ooh, Captain's also got a copy of Blinkle's compass. Isn't it cute though? It's so fun. It's actually a clock. If you put batteries in it, it can tell you the time, which is not what compasses do, but it's cute. I had batteries in there for a while, but I had to take them out because the ticking of the clock was too loud and it was annoying me. And I never looked at it for the time, so it wasn't serving that purpose for me. Now it's just decorative. No! Gibbon was about to point out that Shadow Tower Abyss, which is a sort of Kingsfield spin-off, had a gun as part of your starting equipment, but it's very much not the main mechanic. Exactly. It's kind of the point of that game is you're transposed from modern world to fantasy world or whatever, and you only have as much bullets as you start with and you never find any more. It's kind of a quirky little mechanic there. A little gimmick. Yeah, as she says, the player character is a mercenary. He gets drawn into the tower in more contemporary times, winds up in whatever fantasy stuff is going on in there, but there's of course no bullet refills in Fantasyland. So once you go through all your limited rounds, the gun is unusable. Yeah, I think that's genius, actually. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Just stop, stop! No! I wanted to stop so I could drop a save state. The movement mechanics in this game are just out of bloody control. Literally, they're out of... It's so hard to control your character. Maybe I should take it slower. As much as I'm loath to do so. Okay. Okay. No. It's really hard to stop too. You can't stop in midair because you just start going the other direction. And you need space to slide if you change direction on the ground. I guess if you stop holding a direction in air, you will sort of lose your momentum over time. There's an ocarina for pre-ordering Ocarina of Time on the 3DS. Is that any good? This is my exact complaint with Sonic. Yeah, I didn't want to go too much into it, but I don't personally like any of the Mega Drive Sonic games. I played all the 8-bit ones, every single one, even the ones you didn't know about, on stream. But I've barely touched the 16-bit ones because they don't feel good to me to play, personally. Okay. No! Why did I run away from the snail? The snail's not even threatening. Is the OOT 3DS one blue, I suppose, like the Ocarina of Time? Because the Harrow's one is gold, because that's what the Ocarina is in that game. Captain doesn't have the know-how to know whether it's any good, but he assumes it is not. But it feels nice to hold. Personally, yeah. The blue one's cool. I think I would like having the fairy ocarina better. I feel like that's more meaningful in the story, and then Link just like throws it in the rubbish bin as soon as he gets the Ocarina of Time. Like his lifelong friend gives him this heartfelt gift and he's like, oh, I got a shinier one. Never gonna look at this again. Throws out Fairy Ocarina. It's not like the Ocarina of Time even enables any new stuff in the game. Like, it's literally identical. It just comes with teaching you the Song of Time, which is necessary for progression. But but there's no reason it had to do that in the game and replace the fairy ocarina. Anyway, weird rant. It is magic though, surely. It's a fairy ocarina. Wait, what? Maybe this is a warp. No? Why are the level 9 signs there? Also, I can't leave this area. Was this a trap? Okay, I finally got out with my momentum skills. Very strange. This must be one of those secrets that is always a selling point for these games, right? Find secrets. This level's so long. That's the end. Ah! Alright. 90 something seconds, or 80 something. Yep, get set down to 60. So I lost time there because you're always getting set to 60 when you get the super health nut. Look, even the water is destructible. Makes no sense. Yep. You. Get wrecked. The grey squirrel fell in the pit. Whoops. Okay. Yeah, that is weird. They don't let you replay stages. Once you beat it, it's done. When you go back to the menu, it does ask you if you want to resume or start a new game. And you can play the levels in any order. I haven't really been doing this, but like we're in a big hub that you can freely traverse. I can go to any level. So I guess it's just a way of keeping track of which ones you've done by removing them and not letting you do them anymore. Yeah, that's weird. Do you need the Ocarina of Time to open the Temple of Time? I don't know. Ask a rando player. Okay. Ah! They figured no one would want to replay a stage. Yeah, I almost saved it, huh? It would have been cool. But I still had momentum. Okay, we need to ride that cricket. Yeah, the voice lines are getting kind of old. No! Oh my god. I just wanted the bananas. I'm a Donkey Kong fan. What do you expect? I see banana, I get banana. So I do like that even though, you know, this whole game is nominally set in a forest, there's still a decent variety in the backgrounds. And look at this. Is this pre-rendered visuals for the trees? It's pretty interesting. It looks cool. And yeah, we're getting different backgrounds, even though most of the foregrounds are quite similar. Just makes it a little more, you know, fresh each level. Okay. I wish they could have given us a new music track every level or two, you know? God, this 10-second loop is really getting to me at this point. Stop! Stop doing the piglet! I'm sick of it. Okay, cool. One toad, we found it. Easy peasy. So there's probably a fair bit of level left for us to fly through. Yeah, the most efficient music. It's even more efficient when I load a save state, because then you can hear the exact same bit again. Okay. Right. No! I'm not having a good time. Oh boy. I just feel like the level design doesn't accommodate the momentum system very well. Like it tries to sometimes. But the minute you start running fast, you end up running into something and falling in a pit. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Move on! We're so close to the end. Level 8 of 10? No way, there's no way I'll move on. I'm having a great time. I love Skunny. Skunny's my favorite. This is amazing. We're back to the forest. Oh, I thought that food looked weird, but it was just because it was behind a flower patch. Oh no, I can't go up there. I have to drop down. Clever. Okay, I died. Skunny would never give up. Never surrender. Yeah. Holy, okay. Besides, we wouldn't want to shortchange Rosie's only appearance. Is this Skunny? No, that's true. Skunny did give up. He's not here. Where is he? There should be a 2-player co-op mode. But no, we have to wait for Skunny Cart to get a 2-player mode. I was about to ask why I would want to go back up, but it was for this cricket. Okay, surely we're close to the end now. Ah! Okay. That's it. Wait. Is there like a secret over here? Oh, there is. Oh, there's not. How do you pronounce the word squirrel? Like squirrel. How do you pronounce it? Like squirrel? Squirrel. Okay, we did it. Go Super Rosie. Unlike Amy Rose, Rosie has a super form. One syllable. What do you do with all those other vowels? I mean, that other vowel. Okay. We're nearly there. Awesome. I don't even want it to end. I do like the little friend appearing on the hub screen. It's just like Monty Kong that I played recently, where the little monkey friends appear on the map screen. I said in my review that felt like a DOS game in some ways, and yeah, it's got that in common. See, Gibbon doesn't agree with you. She knows what syllables are. Australians aren't allowed to talk about skipping letters. Okay, that's a fair call. You got me there. And look at this background. It's lovely. I love the purple gradient sky. It's like my favorite thing. Oh no. That whole lower section was a trap. You can't fall down at any point. You gotta stay up here. It's like my favorite thing, quote, for the box of Skunny Return to the Forest. Yep, that's fair. Ugh. I would say this kind of game is my favorite thing. But that doesn't mean it doesn't have problems. Okay. Yeah, I thought I might be able to make it. Ooh, that's even better. Oh, they stop you at the top of the screen? How unfair. Okay. I can't read IPA, Captain. I'm not a dictionary. Don't get me started on Australians shortening people's names to 2 syllables, if you're lucky. Yeah, as someone with a 3-syllable name, IRL. I've had a few nicknames over the years. But your name's Zed, so I'm gonna call you Zedo for 2 syllables. You seem to have misplaced an R. No. I do like the boost off enemies that you get. But this game would be really helped by some kind of double jump or glide or something to facilitate that kind of high-speed platforming that's so hazardous. Okay, we did it. Sorry about the explosion noises. Huh, didn't have to go that far back. Your friends are safe. Oh yeah, it does give you the score screen. I kind of tune out whenever the screen comes up. Sean gets turned to Shauno. Yeah, I've known too many Jonos. I guess Jono's a contraction of Jonathan, actually. At least it was for the guy in my school. Yeah. Time for the final boss. Well, they have been building up King Toad, but I doubt that level 10 is going to be any different to the other levels. We might get a cutscene at the end where we, like, kick King Toad's butt somehow. Oh no! Yeah, that's fair. Milo is not my government name. Okay. Lots of milk up there, but... Oh! Which video game got you to learn IPA? I should play that game. Okay. Save. Oh, I thought I could catch up to the spider. It was no good. It's a spoiler. Okay, sure, yeah. Send me a DM. Yeah, well, my online handle Milo started as a nickname that I had at university, but I don't really know many people IRL anymore that use that for me. Oh! Rude. Again, look at the background here. It's amazing. I'm very impressed with the backgrounds. Not so much with the platforming. Captain to cap or cappin. Cappin is funny. Does that cricket come all the way back to the milk platform? Oh my goodness. Come on. No, 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 no. Well, I'm gonna be different, Captain. I'm gonna shorten your name to Tin. I'm gonna leave the cap off entirely. You can leave your cap off. Yeah, you're gonna be Tin. Tane or Tin. Just Tin, I guess. Just evade the vowel entirely like Australians do. Everything turns into the schwa. All vowels become one vowel. Okay. This little level design quirk is interesting. Dropping. Oh! Jerk ass. Maybe I do need that milk. So when are you gonna turn around? But if I get the milk, I might miss getting back onto the cricket. Wow. This level's quite tricky and very long. Imagine doing this without save states. But I have them because I am a gaming legend. Only true legends dare to use save states. Okay, we got a little bit of run up here. And then back? No, I was so close. I can probably save on the cricket. King Frog's final gauntlet. Yeah. King Toad, you should say. His nasty traps and schemes. What does Sonic 3 say about the Robotnik traps to explain how the physics system in that game sometimes just breaks randomly? Oh, Captain was giving me a suggestion, but I'm already past that part now. Lol, get stream delayed. I think I could bypass this. Okay, I can't. I have to, get the crickets to spawn in or something? Or I just need to wait, maybe. The multi-cricket gaming... Oh my god. So how does this work? Actually, I don't need to... Oh, I do. I was going to say I didn't need the milk, so I didn't need to climb the crickets, but I do need to climb the crickets to actually progress. But they're like just out of range of a normal jump, so you need a little run up, which is really hard to do on a tiny grasshopper platform. Goodness me. Okay. Lock in. A little run up. No coyote time. Build up P speed by moving back and forward. Holy crap, did that actually work? Maybe it did? Wow. New tech in Skunny Back to the Forest. Okay. New save state. That platform is solid, but we need to get on top of it. Okay, maybe you can just do it with a normal jump. Maybe that whole wiggling thing was unnecessary. Wait, what? Is this not water? It's just blue. It's a blue square. Oh my gosh. Now, do you think this is just a blue square? It is! What the heck? They're faking you out with water traps. Oh no, that's water. It's got a gradient. I don't know what the blue was. Maybe more missing level graphics? Like the signs that were appearing before. Lots of milk in this level because it just takes so long. They want you to have the time. Okay. I can't believe that worked. What a skip. Wait, what? Why did I get hurt there? Ice. It didn't look like ice, but okay. Yeah, imagine this on hard mode for the true Skunny fanatics. Oh look, it's blue on its own. Very strange. Oh, maybe these are easy mode blocks. Also, this wall is solid when all the other ones haven't been. Oh, thank God. Lots of toads this time. Weird how the toad changes color when you kill it. It turns green for some reason. It is done. King Toad's hidden blue. Yeah, maybe only the top water tile kills you. Didn't I fall through it though? I don't know. Okay, so what happens now? Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. You're kidding me. Not even a cutscene? Your mission is over. You have completed all the levels and have saved all the friends. Well done. Okay. Remember Donkey Kong Land? Congratulations. Oh, she does have a last name. Rosie Kissytail. Okay. Toad Bug-Eye McCricket. Wait. They're all actors. This is another Bubsy-ism. Beetle played by Andy the Eyebrows. Buzzy Bee Sting. I get it. Lee Van Leaf. Puns. Puns. Sean Delia. I don't know that one. Okay. Ants provided by Adam. Adam and the Ants. Yeah. Play at your good self. Oh, thank you. A Dream Team production. Copyright 93. Dream Team. Yeah, that's the end. Wow. Okay. Sure. So that was Skunny Back to the Forest. I guess King Toad didn't look any different from his minions, right? Because we saw him in the story section. So I guess that last toad on that last level was King Toad. Yeah, let's say that's what that was. I'm gonna say that. I've just mashed through this. I just wanted to show you the story section. Come on. R.I.P. Rosie Kissy Tail. Never heard from again. Yeah, very sad. Very, very sad. Shares a name with Amy, so more Sonic influences. See, there's King Toad doing a fun little dance pose, but in other ways he looks identical to his minions. Okay. Cool. Well, we finished that Skunny game. Let's play another one. I think we've got time for one more. So we're going to just press escape, or you could go down to the quit option. Remember those centurions there, or whatever they are, because we're going cd ... which I learned today is how you go up a directory in this kind of terminal thing. ls pizza. So cd pizza, and then ls, what's the exe called? Pizza. Pizza.exe. Let's go. So this is another one of the Skunny games. It definitely comes before the Wild West one. So I'm just going to play it now in this order. Chandelier. Oh, so it wasn't a play on a celebrity name. It was just the word chandelier. Good on you for picking that up. Okay. So here's an evil chef who's going back in time via phone booth. And we're following. This will be elaborated on in the story section, I hope. But I don't know. Since we're not playing it today, I'm going to show you something real quick. If you saw the face of the pizza chef, Bernie, perhaps. I just want to show you another Skunny game, Raid. Desert Raid. And see if you can identify a similarity to a character that appears in this story. Skunny Special Agent for Hire. So in this one, he's taking part in the Iraq War or whatever. The baddie in this game is called Sad Man Insane. A thinly veiled pun on Saddam Hussein. But look at that face. Am I wrong? Did they reuse this asset for the pizza chef? Look at this face, okay? I'm going to go back to the platformer. I think they literally used the same graphic, but I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. So we're going back to pizza. CD pizza. Pizza.exe. So yeah, before we wade into the politics of the Desert Raid game, we're going to do a... No, the moustache is shaped differently. It may not be the exact same, maybe, but it's similar. Anyway, Bernie's Pizzas is closed until further notice. Why? Well, I'm sure we'll find out. Story. The evil chef of Cadiz has brainwashed Italy's pizza staff, and none can remember the ingredients nor the recipe. The evil con man has opened his own chain of pizza parlors and is making everybody eat a cheap look-alike made from old shoes and plastic vegetables. What? Okay. The Italian government contacted no less than the special agent, Skunny Hardnut, to ask for his help. The only way to get the recipe back is to travel back in time to ancient Rome and retrieve the original recipe and its ingredients. Unfortunately, the chef of Cadiz has also gone back to ancient Rome and has told the emperor Bigus Titus, I'm going to pronounce that, Little Monty Python reference for you, I guess. That Skunny is in fact a spy who has been sent to assassinate him because Titus has put the entire empire on alert, and Skunny has to be stopped. Your mission is to visit Rome's vast empire and return with recipe and ingredients. And to ensure it doesn't happen again, you must find the evil chef and turn him into a pizza. I got a license to pizza on this mission. On your journey, you must collect various coins in order to bribe the bearers for the use of their utilities. The coins may be in secret alcoves or walls such as bounce blocks. Titus the Fox reference. No, I think it's just biggest Titus, right? Surely. It could be. It could be. Do you find it risible? The coins may be in secret alcoves or walls such as bounce blocks, which when hit from underneath reveal the pickups, Super Mario Bros. Style. There are many hidden areas with lots of goodies, including much needed refreshments, extra lives, and bonus points. Bombs, when collected, this is a new mechanic, can be dropped near an enemy to destroy them or rob their goods. Remember, be cunning in looking for your goodies. P.S. Hurry up because we are all starving! And then it's the same little bio of Skunny that we saw before. This is in all of the original 6 Skunny games. Like I said, watch out for that small squeaky voice from your computer at night. Okay, so what else have we got? Instructions. This will tell us the buttons. We've got that bomb button now. I've got that mapped already. Bribes, health, bonus points. Okay. You can pick up a lion head, I guess. Okay, sure. Sure. Game setup. Easy, please. Sound blaster effect is on, although I'm not hearing anything right now. Hopefully it's fine. And informations. Save our pizzas. See, Rosie's here. This will probably be all the same stuff from the other game. The tuxedo. Yeah, okay. Yes, we get it. I guess I should read the features of this particular one, right? Skunny has been given the job of getting back the recipe of the pizza. Chef Cadiz. You know it now. 16 color games are easy to do. Yada, yada, yada. Yep. Now we know everything we need. Plastic vegetables will be more expensive than just vegetables. Yeah, I don't know if that release order is... yeah, I'm just winging it. It's fine. I don't think they're intended to be played in a specific order, you know? Oh no. No! Don't tell me. Okay. It's not quite the same song, but it does still come on a short loop. I'm going to turn it up a little bit in OBS, just a little. Alright. So, 4 lives. Maybe difficulty changes amount of lives in this game. There's no time limit, thank God. But you can see just how different the pace is on this one. We don't have that extreme momentum mechanic. Got some bombs. Let's try them out. Oh, that voice clip. Amazing. Oh, and my own voice clip too. What a nasty fall. Try again. This is the one that Gibbon sees streamed most often. Okay. Well, I'll be playing all of them. I'm not going to stop with just this one. This one definitely has the, like, the silliest premise where he's going back in time to get the recipe for pizzas because an evil pizza chef has stolen it or whatever. So in lieu of the time mechanic, it looks like we actually have a health bar. Although... okay. Spikes hurt real bad. Yeah, good to know. So yeah, more traditional platforming pace. Pre-Sonic style. Why can I not get up there? Whatever. I missed. Is he holding a whip? Okay, so it did say about looting the soldiers, right? They drop the helmet and then you pick it up and you get points. It's not that exciting. Oh, that one killed him in one go. Do higher jumps do more damage or something? Interesting. But yes, watch out for the bards. Reusing the Tita voice line for like a scripted jump sequence over a gap. So we need the coins for bribes. For some reason, I forget why. We're going to be bribing somebody to use their utilities, right? And when you see some stonework like that, you can hit it from beneath. And then go back and collect the coins. Okay. Oh, I did hit him twice. I hit him earlier. Okay, fine. That's fair enough. How do I even get those coins? Oh, by jumping over the gap. I didn't think I could make it, but yeah, Skunny's a little more athletic than I thought. Hello? Oh, I'm bribing this guy to use the catapult. I'm a chuckster, he says, to get over a gap. I like that bird. I actually really like that bird. I don't know why all the Centurions are so keen on killing me though. Oh, it's because the chef of Cadiz told the Emperor that I was a spy. Yeah, that's right. Sure, that makes total sense. Yeah. It's all perfectly sound logic. Yeah. Everything's explained. And yeah, this style of platforming is so much easier to deal with. Wow, I do have a lot of bombs, don't I? But since they drop exactly at your feet, they really only work on the patrolling enemies. Wow, the notes are exploding. Why did I take no damage for most of those? You can't even drop off a ledge if you're teetering on it. What? Watch those weapons. It wasn't even a weapon. Thank goodness that all the officials are corrupt and accept bribes from known spies. Yeah. You can always count on the honest greed of a civilian, can't you? Look, that was a one-hit kill. Or did I get like a double bounce or something? I don't know. Anyway, but where does King Toad fit in all of this? Great question. Chef Cadiz, the chef of Cadiz must be in league with him, surely. Yeah, I did make the sound of bouncing twice. That's a good point. So I got a double bounce there. Okay. We're doing pretty well. Do I really need to grind for coins? Yeah, how much do you need? 10. And I've got 10 for whatever the next thing comes up, so I'll just move on. I could have gotten more coins back there. What? Oh, tomatoes are an ingredient in pizza, right. I was just confused why there were 4 of them and then I got 1 and then I finished the level. But whatever. The fort. So yeah, strict level progression in sequence. Simple. My coins and bombs were reset. But bombs really haven't been that useful. So I don't mind too much. Oh, this is a hard ceiling. Bombs came in handy. Are you slowly making a pizza? Well, I'm slowly recovering the ingredients that are necessary for pizzas to bring them back to the future. It's like Nanosaur, really. I'm saving knowledge that has been lost in the ancient past. Okay. I couldn't make it from that platform. Bomb the wall. Oh my god. I thought for sure that would be it once you said it, but no, apparently not. My Zelda 1 skills long atrophied. What style of pizza? A margarita? Well, I guess we'll find out. Tomato is in a lot of pizzas. Oh, I can make that. Okay, I don't know why I didn't before. No, bombs don't hurt me, I don't think. Oi! Why are the crows in the Emperor's employ? Unless they're just random crows. Like we thought maybe the insects were. So not only, yeah, the knowledge of making the pizzas is lost, so I shouldn't really need to get the ingredients in the past, because the ingredients, once we know what they are, should be easy to get in the future, but whatever. Excuse me? Well, I'm moving on. Frame by frame, that guy was getting closer. I'm just not taking damage sometimes. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the damage system. Oh, mushrooms. Okay. That's not a margarita. It's probably a supreme, which is not an ancient Roman pizza. Oh, no, this would have been perfect. I went to the Italian Cultural Festival a couple of weeks ago, and I bought there a comic that illustrated the history of Italian food going back, you know, to the Roman Empire and beyond. So I would be able to point out exactly why all this is stupidly anachronistic. But I think we can just assume that it is, right? Like, we don't need to have real information to know that what we're assembling here is not a pizza as they would have known it in ancient times in the Roman Empire. Yeah, I think we can just assume that, you know. Not a mushroom fan, Captain. I love mushrooms on pizza, personally. But to each their own. Okay. That was interesting. They really don't want you to just walk over the top here. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna amend my earlier statement. You can hurt yourself with a bomb. Good to know. I thought for sure I had done that already, but I guess not. Why does Skunny remember pizza? Well, I don't think he does. I think he's here because nobody does. Except for Chef Cadiz, who is using that knowledge to hurt people. Oh, Chef of Cadiz, I guess. I don't know what that even means. What? But I can't bop this platform. Oh. But that's not enough. Why did he go back in time? Captain, look. It's Skunny, okay? Just stop thinking about it. No, that is against my philosophy, so I wouldn't say that. Yeah, why can't I just jump over this guy? Bye! Nope. Too powerful a god. Hold on. Oh no, wait, that's not the pause button. Crap! That's the exit button. Well, now that we're here. So the chef brainwashed Italy's pizza staff, and the staff can't remember the ingredients or the recipe. But then common people, I guess, don't have the skills to make the pizza. Or the specific knowledge, maybe. I don't know. I don't think this holds up to scrutiny, but... return with recipe and ingredients, and turn the bad guy into a pizza. It feels like an extra step that is maybe a bit, going a bit far. He's a con man. He's making everybody eat a cheap lookalike. Yeah, it's an excuse plot at best, but I think that's part of the charm here. All right, start game, resume, and we should be back on that level, so that's fine. Drop a bomb while jumping. Oh, I gotta try that. Okay. I don't know about the wife beater. Sorry, the singlet, the garment that Skunny is wearing right now. Not very flattering, especially for a secret agent. But maybe it's something that is helping him blend into the past. This is exactly what the Romans wore back then, right? Is that the idea? Is it meant to be an armor, like, plate mail thing? Oh, I can kill enemies from below, Mario Brothers style. Yeah, I forgot to get all the coins from these parts, and I needed them later on, so there you go, it bit me in the behind. Good thing we restarted the level, eh? I needed to go back. Well, the jump bomb's not helping me here, but I will try it out at some point. Because we've got the ceiling here. And yeah, bombs are necessary in some parts, but they don't feel useful in the more open parts of the level, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes you're required to use them, but in other parts, they don't really feel like they're helping you. Okay, right, pizza. I have the comic about the history of Italian food on my bedside table, but I haven't been reading it because I've been so busy reading Alien and Predator comics instead. Wait, what? Am I stuck? There was a secret. So really I should be playing Alien and Predator games today. Oh! Oh! A movable spring. Interesting. That's different. Okay, we're gonna airbomb this guy. It's still got a timer on it, so... yeah. I guess it's kinda useful. I knew it. I knew there'd be secrets in there. Italian food, much like Italian movies, is mid. Wow. So rude. I think Italian food is my favorite food. The reason the pizza you're making is not period accurate is because Skunny of the future is making it. How will this affect the future of pizza? See, that's a good point. The Romans didn't have our modern pizza, but if we sort of introduce modern pizza to the ancient world, it will then evolve to something very different by the time it gets back to the present. That's what you're saying. Interesting. So salt and pepper is interesting, because I don't know when pepper was introduced to Europe. But, you know, the other point is that the Roman Empire lasted a very long time. Kathy just did a thing about this. Oh, okay. It was like 1,500 years long, if you count the Holy Roman Empire in Constantinople. So I don't know when exactly we are in the Empire. The name of the emperor would help, right? But sometimes they reuse names. And this one's made up and a joke, so doesn't really help you pinpoint the point we are in history. Oh. Those guys are tough because they're so slow. Oh, did it say 50 BC at the start? Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I forgot about that. So I wonder who the Emperor actually was in 50 BCE. No! Ugh! Oh, okay. Secrets. I was just about to remark on Skunny's stance. His, like, posture. How sort of humanoid it is. And not very squirrel-like. But, yeah, we were just talking about that because our friend Mark's picked Duckman the game for our game club. And I learned about the sliding scale of anthropomorphism in furry characters. So Skunny is not all the way in animal territory, especially with the wearing clothes and stuff, but yeah, he walks like a man is what I'm saying. Bop, bop, bop. Bread. Bread? You don't make pizza from bread. What? You make Italian rarebit from bread. You make a cheese toasty. When pizza was first being introduced in the UK, they had this concept of Welsh rarebit, which was like a cheap alternative to eating rabbit by putting cheese on toast, right? And so Italian rarebit is like their way of understanding what pizza was by comparing it to Welsh rarebit. So yeah, you do make dough when you're making pizza, but it's not loaves of bread. Oh, that lion head makes more sense now. We're not fighting lions, we're fighting people dressed up as lions. And we're gonna defeat them and then collect the discarded costume head. But this is a proper gladiator. With the net and the trident and everything, pretty cool stuff. And look at all those knobs watching on. Knobs, as in the nobility. Yeah, maybe they're making focaccia. This is a good point. Romans have bad attitudes. I don't know why I instantly died from that. But whatever. Come on, you are our only hope. I don't remember when my save state was, so I'm just going to take that death and get back to it. Skunny Save Our Pizzas is basically Spartacus. Yeah, this is a good point. Pretty much the same thing. The lions are low on the anthropomorphic scale. I was not out of health. I had like 3/4 of bar left. I don't know why contact did so much damage. Like, it's doing nothing and then half gone. It just makes no sense. The bar. Okay. Okay, we're gonna test this. It's like nothing, 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 3/4 of your health bar, dead. Yeah, I think the health bar just doesn't make sense and does not accurately reflect how much health you currently have. So maybe we just ignore that. Maybe the health is larger than the display bar. I don't know. Who can know the mind of Skunny? two at once. I love how they have like clown noses as well. Gotta check every wall now. Got illusory walls in this game, so maybe this is the Dark Souls of Skunny. Wait, the copper coins were worth 3 or more? It's all variable. 33. Okay, they were all 3. I'm confused. Or I was confused. Oh. Also, these guys aren't wearing trousers. Don't look too closely. Oh, I'm getting a raid. Maybe this is from one of the Cuso Grande people we were talking about. Apparently this game is big in Cuso Grande circles, but I'm just coming here out of nowhere. Hello. Good to see you. I'm doing a bit of a Skunny marathon right now. I've just gone all the way through back to the forest, and now I'm on Save Our Pizzas, because I wasn't really sure what order they should really go in, so it's kind of arbitrary, I guess. But yeah, the goal is to do the platformers. Next I'll be doing the Wild West, and then we'll do the spin-offs, Lost in Space, Desert Raid, and the kart game, and we'll end with Skunny Special Edition, of course. So we already got bread in the last level, and now we're getting flour. Make it make sense. I don't know what's going on. So yeah, how was your stream, Captain Clever? We've got our own captain in chat. The dungeons? Oh, I did so well in the Colosseum that they threw me in the dungeon. Classic. I mean, we've all seen Russell Crowe's Gladiator, right? We know how these people are treated. Though I haven't seen Gladiator 2. I don't actually remember hearing anything about it, so... Yeah, these gold coins were also worth 3, the same as the copper coins. Every coin in this realm is worth the same amount. Which makes no sense as a monetary system. And we've already talked about how pizzas have changed over the years, so that doesn't make sense either. Basically, I don't think this children's platformer game on DOS from 1993 is historically accurate. Biomenace Remastered, I've never heard of this. Sounds cool. Also, we're here because you're a fan of DOS games. That's fun. Yeah, I don't play a whole lot of DOS stuff myself, but I have from time to time. One of my favorite games, actually, is a DOS game. It's Slam Dunk Kong, the Taiwanese ripoff of Donkey Kong Country and Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City in equal parts. And it's fascinating and just bizarre, and I love it. This one's a little more traditional, but I do like squirrel games. I've played all the Mr. Nuts games before, which are... well, there's 2 of them. But there's also the Game Boy port of the first Mr. Nuts. Those are French and German. This is Belgian, so it's kind of between them in a way. In a certain way. Yeah. Biomenace is from 93, an Apogee title. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, there's an Apogee connection in Skunny as well, because Skunny Kart, it's a whole thing. There's a whole story about Skunny Kart, but kart racing spin-off of this series. The creators of Wacky Wheels were shopping around for funding. They sent the game and the source code to Copysoft, who made this game, and asked if maybe Copysoft would like to fund them creating Wacky Wheels. Copysoft said no, and then not too long after, Copysoft released the suspiciously similar game Skunny Kart, which looks and acts pretty similar to Wacky Wheels. The creators of Wacky Wheels accused them of theft and said, "You ripped off our game and stole our source code." They never actually levied legal action, so it was never proven. But yeah, it is very suspicious. But the source that they eventually ended up getting their funding from was Apogee, and so Wacky Wheels became the first cameo appearance of the Dopefish, actually, from Commander Keen. So there's a lot of connections and gaming history tied up in this series. It's pretty interesting. I was saving that story for when we covered Skunny Kart, which will probably be in a future stream. But since you brought up Apogee, it was a good time to bring it up. And yeah, really, really suspicious kind of stuff going on. Oh, looks like Kinnikos Dragon knows something about the history of the graphics engine in Skunny Kart and Wacky Wheels. Yeah, I've only just had a cursory look at them, and obviously both are imitating Super Mario Kart, but I wasn't sure about the hardware behind it on DOS, or the software, I guess, the engine. Okay, very careful of these spikes. The menu music in... So the menu music in Skunny Kart... Whoops. Painful Emptiness is the game over music in Whale's Voyage. Huh. But it's also an OPL2 tracker cover of a Pro Tracker song. Oh wow, this goes deep. The connections in Skunny Kart are like even more wild than I thought. So now I need to look up Whale's Voyage, especially because whales and dolphins are another interest of mine, especially in game form. Okay, so finally we've got to the cheese, which I would say is maybe the most important aspect of pizza after the dough. Because you can make plenty of delicious pizzas that don't use tomatoes as a base for the sauce. I even have sort of a minor intolerance to tomatoes, so I often avoid it. And there's plenty of nice pizzas with white sauce, pesto base, that kind of thing. Copysoft was a description and a threat. Yes, we will copy your software if we want to. Ah yes, and Captain Clever also. Copysoft really leaned into the copy half of the name. Yes, yes. Skunny Kart and Whale's Voyage use an OPL2 tracker format called HSC Tracker, of which the author of that entire sound system is obsessed with abusing content ID systems and asserting copyright over not just the music he made with the tracker, with his own tracker, but also just the tracker itself and anything using it. Oh, so am I going to get in trouble for playing Skunny Kart on stream then, because of this? And do any other games use this tracker in the Skunny series that I should be worried about? 3 helmets? Were there 3 enemies stacked up there? Or is this guy carrying spare helmets in his pocket? Okay, now the bombs are really coming into play. I don't know if you'll get VOD mutes, but you'll get content ID claims on YouTube over Skunny Kart's OPL2 music. Dang, really? Yeah, I don't actually monetize my YouTube channel, so whenever I get a content match, it usually says that I'm still allowed to do it. So yeah, I wonder about that. Might be worth testing or checking somehow. Yeah, you can hurt yourself with your own bombs, and I just lost a lot of progress. I was trying to get Wacky Wheels working, but... Oh, okay. Had trouble with that. Put on the Wacky Wheels soundtrack when playing Skunny Kart? That's genius, actually. Yeah. I think that game has separate sound and music toggles in the settings, so it shouldn't actually be too hard to avoid playing the music on the stream, if that's what I have to do. But yeah, that's a real shame that the music engine creator is so litigious and annoying about it. Okay. So the air bomb really did come in useful right there, so good to know that tech. Oh, theory that easy mode gives you free hits over your health limit. Yeah, possible. Or like even when you have less than full health, you might just take no damage. Well, if that's the case, then I don't mind at all. I'll take those handouts. The star jumps. How do I progress here? Maybe from the bottom platform. Oop. Yeah, I think I jumped from the second level on. Okay. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is tight. Skunny. Yeah, Skunny's gotta stay in shape. He's a secret agent. Gotta always stay in top condition. Okay, cool. The fact that the tridents explode is very funny. But he had a stock of bombs right there. Oh, what? Surely I did that as intended. This gladiator may have invented the bomb arrow. Remember in Link's Awakening you can drop a bomb and then shoot an arrow and it becomes a bomb arrow. That must be what he's doing. Oh no! No! I'm poor! I can't even backtrack because you can't jump up that pillar. No! Is this guy gonna drop? No, 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 this is terrible. I have to die. That's so annoying. Alright, we'll play the level again. And just look better for secrets, I guess. Dang. Kinda harsh. Well, unless I can just go from my save state here. Go back. But there's no telling where the coins are in the level, right? Yeah, I think I'm better off just restarting. It's annoying. Okay. Those pizzas aren't gonna save themselves. Yeah, I am enjoying this more than Back to the Forest, even though I liked that Rosie was playable in Back to the Forest, but just the movement engine in that game, you were always out of control with how fast you were going and bouncing off things. It just didn't really feel good to play. Which maybe is more evidence for Back to the Forest coming first in the order, because it's more experimenting with the movement engine and what they want to do. This one is more methodical with the bombs and everything. Oh yeah, I had a brief look at Desert Raid just to compare, because I think they reused the face of Sad Man Insane as the evil pizza chef in this game's intro. They look very similar. But yeah, biting political commentary on the level of Metal Gear 1's localization, where the bad guy is not Big Boss, but oh, what is it? It's like a riff on Ayatollah Khomeini. It's like Higher Roller something. It's so stupid. Like Konami in that era just not caring with the localizations. Ridiculous. Alright, so we did find some hidden coins there. We'll have enough to pay off that that guy now, so that's good. All we need to do is survive the rest of the level up till that point. Oh! Easier said than done. Yeah, I don't know if anyone has... Okay. Experience with the... I think it was specifically the NES localized version of Metal Gear 1. And maybe Snake's Revenge as well. Yeah, it was just the thing that was done at the time. I do wonder if that was the case in the Belgian version, or, you know, whether that was a different language version released in Europe. Because I'm pretty sure what I'm playing is like the later American re-release of these games. But they may have been produced in English, just expecting anyone to be able to read the language. Maybe. I don't really know. Oh, the NES Metal Gear 1 has gameplay differences from the MSX version as well. As far as I understand it. But it's mostly just cut down from the MSX version. It's not like they added anything. Famously, the NES version of Metal Gear does not have a Metal Gear at the end. It just has a supercomputer or something that you blow up. Because they couldn't animate something so big moving on the NES, I guess. They swapped out the portraits. Oh, in the HD collection? Yeah, they did. And to make them not just be drawn over pictures of, like, action movie stars. Like, Big Boss was just Sean Connery, right? Originally. The Metal Gear doesn't move in Metal Gear 1 MSX, it just sits there. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we finally were able to bribe this guy. The scream, it gets me every time. Okay. Oh, I better check these. Yeah, it's a good way to knock these guys out too. Or can you only hit them when... No, you can hit them regardless, but it's only certain blocks. Okay. I don't know if we're gonna need more money. The juggle! Goodness me. Ah! Okay, we don't need to kill these guys, they're not dropping money. So we'll move on. I don't need points, I don't need to get on the high score table, I just need to finish the level. Let me out. Not really a fan of hiding objects behind foreground graphics. It sure is common, but I don't know. Feels bad. Okay, well, screw you. Does Skunny have to save pizzas from multiple time periods? No, this whole game takes place in ancient Rome. But it does lead into the premise of the next game, where he is returning from the past and ends up in the Wild West. Oh, I thought I failed that, but I actually didn't. He ends up in the Wild West of America in the 1800s or whatever. And that's where the next game takes place. But I don't believe that game has any pizza relevance in its plot. We'll find out. We will find out. I am going to play all the Skunny games. Might not be today, though. I will probably finish the stream after this game is done. And hopefully it's not too much longer, because I'm getting a headache. Oh boy. I think you actually missed an exclamation mark in your quote there, because there's two. There's one at the start of Attitudes and one at the end, if I remember right. Oh boy. Some odd punctuation choices in these games, that's for sure. But again, we're going to cut the Belgians some slack. Will you miss the song? Yeah, I hope some of the other Skunny games have other songs. But maybe with a week's distance I'll forgive everything and the song will be fresh and I'll fall in love with it again. Oh, okay. God, imagine missing one jump, falling to your death, and redoing the entire level. How did kids do it in the 1993s? I was gonna say 90s, but then I realized I could be more specific because as far as I can tell, all 6 Skunny games may have been released in 93, but some may have been 94 as well. I did check like the dates on the files that I had, but I thought maybe some of them had been changed because they all have the same installer file that's dated October 94, and then some of the game files are also dated that, so you know, it's a big mess. Nobody knows. I guess we did have a copyright of 93 on the title screen of, I think it was this game. So it's a safe guess that most of them were 93, I think. It's just interesting how quickly they could work back then, you know? Or maybe they held them back. They developed them. Wait, I already got cheese. We got more cheese? We're doubling up on ingredients? Are they drawing out the game in that way? Or is this a different kind of cheese? Because it looks identical to the last cheese. You could definitely have multiple cheese on a pizza. I think it's desired in a lot of cases, actually. More cheese equals more good. You know, this is also true. Yeah, I don't know why the music notes explode. Let's say it's due to the futuristic technology of the Chef of Cortese. Or maybe the ancient Romans had secrets that we don't know about. Like the concrete. They had the technology of making concrete in a specific way that was lost for hundreds of years when the Roman Empire fell. I'm sure there are other examples like this. And maybe pizza is one of them. Although it's not, because that was a change in history that caused the pizza thing. Or no, it's... We haven't even changed history yet. I'm changing history. I don't know, this game's weird. That's a good point, Captain. It only showed me picking up one of the cheeses. But I assume he picked up the rest off screen, you know. So I do want to be careful about picking up coins when I see them. Because I don't want to be caught out again, not having enough currency. Do you know anything about Roman-style pizza, Captain Clever? We were talking about this before. The pizza that they had back then, if you could even call it pizza, would have been very different. Like, even pizza that you get nowadays in Italy. Whoa! See, this is what I mean. Exclamation mark, attitudes, exclamation mark. But yeah, apparently I take damage every frame when they back me into the corner. You know, I don't need to kill this guy. Goodbye. I do like the concept of the rooftop level. That's really cool. keeps things fresh. This game has done a better job than Back to the Forest of having the foreground environments be different from level to level. Back to the Forest did have a nice variety of backgrounds, but the foregrounds are often quite similar. With this one, I do feel, even within staying in an ancient Roman setting, they're keeping things pretty fresh with the settings, the Colosseum, the dungeon, now to the rooftops, etc. Okay. I do want that coin though. Oh boy. Everything in the Skunny games will suffer every frame. This is why sometimes you can kill an enemy above you multiple times a frame because the bounced up block is constantly intersecting the foe's sprite as he's trying to fling into the air defeated. Oh boy. Yeah, we did notice some double bouncing before. If you're below an enemy when you sort of jump through them, you can then do a double hit, maybe? Okay, do I need that coin? Spikes hurt real bad. I'm gonna get the coin. You never know. Okay, this guy's faster. So that does explain the triple helmet drops, because there were 3 overlapping enemies. Or did I get an extra helmet from, like, quote, killing the enemy sprite as it ascended off screen? Kill an enemy multiple times. Yeah, okay. Strange. I can't even make that jump. So how do I get this coin? Yeah, forget it. Oh, right, I had to backtrack. That's annoying. Okay, cool. What? What? The platform despawned or something. Oh dear. Yeah, dig those sound blaster sound effects. Okay. This. I need this. You never know how many coins you're gonna need. Crap. Let's keep riding this and see where it goes. So that's how you're supposed to get to that platform on the left. Okay. Yep. Cool. Moving on. Oh no. I think you have to do this quick before he starts shooting out the notes. Oh, I did make it. Oh, okay. I guess the trick was to have less momentum. Good thing Skunny has so much air control. Again, we're going to be completionist about getting the coins. I wish I could throw the bombs. Well, didn't need that one. Okay. Wait. How? No! Okay. I don't think it's possible to get through there. What? Yeah, I really do need to backtrack quite a bit. Okay. That's fine. By the way, Skunny jumps the same height every time, regardless of how long you're pressing the button down. In case you were wondering. I didn't even need to pay someone to use this catapult. I should have saved. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay, fine. Ugh. Now they're hiding enemies behind foreground bits. Ugh. Okay. I hope this game actually has a boss fight. I have a way to damage enemies this time apart from just jumping on them. But yeah, not getting to fight King Toad at the end of Back to the Forest was a bit of a letdown. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We killed the one guy 3 times. And again. Spawn all the coins that we can. How many do you need? It's always 10. Okay, every time it's 10. Oh! But you never know. This is a collectathon after all. I must collect things. All the things. Okay, he didn't forget that I'd bribed him. That's good. Oh, I didn't even need to get to the higher one. This level is really long. Now what's that in the background? Looks just like a villa, an isolated Roman villa. But again, very nice background work. Definitely strength of these games. And it's still going. Yeah, that was definitely a double hit. Oh, I was trying to rush it. I think we can rush it. I'm gonna risk it. Oh boy. Okay. Because 35 coins, surely that's plenty, right? Surely I'm not going to need any more than that. Surely. Surely. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Okay. Why does this platform exist? Why would you want to go up here? Oh, maybe we hit the things from below here. No? No? Okay, whatever. Is it for backtracking purposes? Bread! More bread! We don't need bread, we're making a bloody pizza, for goodness sake. Okay. Well, we got the flour, but maybe people forgot how to make bread too. And use some of the same skills when making pizza, right? Turning flour into dough, letting it rise. And we can't even get the bread, we have to backtrack to the bread. Ugh! Because I can't make that jump. So I think I have to proceed and then come back via some mechanism at a higher level to get to the bread. So much for my 35 coins. Must remain laser focused. Why is this still going? Okay, cool. But why is there more over here? It's just an arena of romance, I guess. Get my point total up, yeah! I'm gonna dominate that high score table. You have no idea. No! I tried to jump! These games have no coyote time, and it's a problem. Yeah, you know it. I am gonna get that top score. Come on, Skunny. His face. I just hate his face, you know. The life icon is what the HD101 Discord uses as an emote. It's a bit more, it's larger and more detailed than the sprite face. Okay. Much needed a hydration break, and I encourage everyone watching to also remain hydrated. It is vital. No bombs. Gotta bop everybody. Ow. Okay, everybody is bopped. And now I have the bombs. Did this level have a Chiron explaining the setting where we are this time? Is that an aqueduct in the background? Feels like we're out in the countryside, you know. What with the villa last time and now the mountains back here. Or like, this is the expansionist Roman Empire sort of vibe. Okay. Oh boy. What? Don't. Please. Please. Okay, bomb. In the Colosseum. No, we already went through the Colosseum. We saw a crowd of people watching us there, which was fun. Somebody who wasn't actively hostile to us, you know, among humanity. Who does Skunny work for? I'm imagining a Danger Mouse situation. That's my reference point for animal-based secret agent, I guess. Has Danger Mouse ever had a good game? He had like one of those exploitative mobile game auto runners a while back, but that does not count as a good game. But like, he had a big cartoon back in the 90s, surely that would have come with the tie-in game. Did you get Danger Mouse in America, or was it American? I don't even remember. I feel like it was a James Bond pastiche, so even if it was an American production, they were doing British accents. But I think it was a British production. Oh, I'm being told this is the penultimate level. That's good to know. Because my energy levels are definitely flagging. So, good to know we're near the end. What are these lion people doing here? Maybe we are still in the Colosseum. Maybe we're in the auxiliary Colosseum. You don't even know what Danger Mouse is? Come on. When my friend used to watch these streams, her username was Danger Mouse. It was a cartoon with a mouse who was like a James Bond guy. And his assistant was, what was he, a mole or something? I don't know. It was a British show, but Captain knew of it when he was a kid in America, so nobody else has any excuse. I expect everyone to, if you're not already familiar with Danger Mouse, go out and watch the whole series right now. Yeah, I thought they showed it on ABC here, so that would correlate with it being a British show. It was about a mouse who lived inside it was like a post box or a fire hydrant or something, I don't know. That was his secret lair. And he had an eye patch, and he had like a cool car, and he was a super spy and whatever. And they probably showed it in Belgium, and that's probably what Skunny's based on. Although Danger Mouse was mouse scale, considering he lived inside a whatever it was. Whereas Skunny is obviously human scale in the anthropomorphism spectrum. Considering I'm going up against humans here and I'm the same height as them. Midna is complaining. You have a complaint, Midna? What's up? She's running around. I think she wants to play. This is my cat, by the way, not my pet squirrel. Copysoft would never rip something off like that. Well said, well said. Ooh, Gibbon has watched some Danger Mouse, but she was also watching Red Dwarf and Doctor Who as a kid. Yeah, you had the good hookup with whatever your TV service you were on, getting the cool British shows. Yeah. I'm glad that some American affiliates picked up Red Dwarf, expand the fandom. I remember they made specific PBS idents for it. They filmed them while the crew were over here on at a convention or something, because they had the idents as a special feature on one of the DVDs. The like absolute best in class DVD sets that Red Dwarf had, thanks to Andrew Ellard. Okay. Captain knew of Red Dwarf because of his nerdy older brother. That's great. Yeah, R.I.P. Rob Grant recently, the co-creator of the show. Very sad. But he managed to finish a new novel for the first time in like 30 years. For the first Red Dwarf novel in about 30 years. Before he passed away, which at least is, you know, he left us with that. It hasn't been released yet. But look out for Red Dwarf Titan this year. Oh, hold on. Cheeky save state. And that's why I need it. Because if you die, check this out. I'm back here. The bribe guy is a checkpoint. Wait, I walked into the bribe guy and went to the other side of him, and now I'm stuck. Oh man, what a ripoff. Did you see that? I was on the other side, but now... Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know that the bribe guys are checkpoints. That's pretty nice. But yeah, it's like the second you go past him, he's like, I don't know you. Pay again. That is 100% a Piglet soundbite, right? Just like totally ripped off. Copysoft at it again. Copy pasting .wavs from Winnie the Pooh. If you die again, which side of him will you appear? That's a great question. Next time I die, I'll test that out. Okay, well, I'll save state and die. So I died, and now I'm here. Hey, excuse me, I left my jacket back there. What? Okay, now I die again. And where do I end up? No! The start of the level. So it's not that it records your progress and having passed the bribe. It records where you are in the level when you died. This is, pardon the phrase, nuts. Okay, lucky I save stated, huh? So we're getting mushrooms again. Really doubling up on ingredients. Very sad. I guess there's multiple kinds of mushrooms. Sure, sure. But I did get bread twice. Although I would say that having garlic bread with a pizza is one of the true joys of life. So in that case, you might need more than one source of a bread-like material. It's true, we're making multiple pizzas. Oh, okay, here we go. The final level, and it is a boss fight. They've given us tons of bombs to work with, and this guy's throwing different kinds of knives. A kitchen knife and a cleaver. We're gonna drop bombs on his head. Oh, instant death. The chef is strong. Use your bombs. Come on, you're our only hope. They do load you up. That's true. I haven't picked up garlic or butter. And I would say garlic is a good thing to put on a pizza too. Okay, that's one hit. And the health refill, we'll save that for later. Yeah, glad to see there is a boss. That's good. Much like the music notes, it's going to be hard to avoid the knives when jumping over the sky. But that's what the sundae is for over there. It's not a sundae, it's like a fruit platter or something, right? Inside a big goblet thing. But yeah, I think we just tank damage. I think it'll be fine. On easy mode especially. Although I think my bomb didn't go off or something. Gotta make sure to keep it on screen just in case. Gotta watch that damage going through. The boss doesn't have a health bar, of course. I was... yeah. Too reckless. I was a real reckless Kelly there. I was just thinking about Yahoo Serious this morning. Young Einstein. Reckless Kelly. The one other film he ever made that I don't remember what it is. He burned bright and not for long. But he did get 3 films out of it, so that's cool. Alright, I'll risk another go around. Actually, we can just scroll him off screen and then come back, and the knives won't be there yet. Genius. Okay, I cracked it. Unless his health resets every time he leaves his screen. But that would be beyond cruel. In effect. Even if unintended. There he goes. And he leaves a completed pizza behind. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't counting Cap, but it was well below 70, which is what I had, plus the other ones on the other side. Okay, well, that's it. Please wait. There's my score. Mill. Thrill-ho. Your mission is over. You have defeated the evil chef. And now treat yourself to a large pizza. Well done. I am going to be eating pizza on Wednesday, I think. Homemade. Skunny. Skunny Special Agent. Not even Skunny Hardnut. Centurion Biggest Nosus. Clever. Hardest Butticus. Emperor. We didn't even see the Emperor, but whatever. Crow. A crow. Musician Nonus Solus. What? Bearer Persona non grata. Bearer? Lions provided by Zebra Inc. This is very strange. General Highest Opinionus. Player Yogurt Self. These are very much sub-Asterix tier puns. Asterix does a much better job of puns. Also Belgian. Yeah, very Belgian through line here. Way higher than my top score. That's right, Captain. I'd like to see you beat that, buddy. No one's going to top my high score. Why even get the ingredients for pizza if you just get a full one at the end? Is it possible you've identified an inconsistency with the plot of Skunny Save Our Pizzas? No, surely not. Copysoft's immaculate storytelling would never allow it. I should have maybe watched the demos beforehand, because they can give you little gameplay tips of how to deal with situations, how to beat enemies and stuff. Yeah, it did say 50 BC, it's true. You're correct. I acknowledge it. Ooh, we should use our access to the internet to look up who was the Roman emperor in 50 BCE.
There was no Roman. You're not paying attention.
Sorry. Tell us.
50's too early. 23 BCE is the earliest.
So it was still the Republic.
Yep.
Right. Well, I think you'll find that Emperor Biggest Titus was the ruling body of Rome in 50 BCE. Yeah, 27. It was the Republic before that, so it would have been like the Senators or something. I don't know. The Roman Empire is not my Roman Empire. I never think about it. So I'll leave that to the experts. But at least in the world of Skunny, let's say that history had been changed so much by that point, thanks to the existence of time travel, that it was all messed up. Nobody knew what was going on. Pizzas, the ingredients got all messed up. Emperors, they started earlier, you know, all this stuff. It's all out of whack. Skunny lives in a different timeline to us because of manipulations by the chef of Cortese. Yes, this is all true and real. Okay, well, that'll do for today's stream. Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you so much for watching. Just to recap, we played Back to the Forest and Save Our Pizzas, 2 of the Skunny games. So next time, we'll play the next platformer, Skunny in the Wild West. And yeah, maybe some of the spin-offs. I don't know how long they are. But we've got Desert Raid and Lost in Space to look forward to. Skunny Kart, which I need to remember to be careful about the music of, apparently. Yeah, Special Edition, which, again, I don't have a tab for currently, but is another platformer. So that'll be maybe 2 more streams, maybe 3, who knows. We'll just roll with it. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. It was great having an active chat here, along with my shenanigans playing this very silly game. And yeah, more Skunny to look forward to next time. So please look forward to it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Bye.